Hey guys, here's another hour-long class, and today in class we're going to be working on two things. We're going to be working on tripod headstand specifically, or an inversion of your choice, and I'm going to be breaking down and curing tripod. And then we're also going to be working on a theme in class. So I've decided that for each month we're going to have a pose for an inversion that I'm going to break down and cue every class. So this month for May is tripod. Next month is going to be classical for June. But then for every individual class, there's going to be a theme. And so today's class is going to be doing eagle legs in tripod, or your version of choice. Now with that being said, if you just want to work on your inversion when it comes to inversion time, you're more than welcome to. We're definitely going to warm up for inversions today in class. And if you want to do a different inversion instead of tripod, you want to do classical, you want to do forearm stand, you want to do handstand, you're more than welcome to. You don't have to do tripod if you don't want to. And if you don't want to do eagle legs, you don't have to. But I definitely encourage you to do it if you want to give it a whirl when you get to your inversion, because it adds just something fun, new, and funky to do in your inversion. It makes it a little bit more challenging, and it gives your body a new place to explore. If you feel like your inversion of choice that you're practicing with right now, or that your favorite inversion is getting kind of like a same old run-of-the-mill type thing. So yeah, you don't need any props today unless you absolutely want to grab 2 blocks or 2 books, whatever you have at home, but it's not necessary. And with all that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started in a nice seated position. So go ahead, begin to make your way there, closing those eyes of yours. Growing the crown of your head up towards the sky. Bringing your shoulder blades down your back and away from those ears of yours. Hands face down on your knees for grounding energy, palms face up towards that sky for some receiving energy. And just begin to let your day go here. Begin to figure out your to-do list, anything that may or may not happen later on today. So just bring your attention right here and right now to your body, to your breath, and to your mat. Mindfully beginning to lengthen your inhales and exhales. And we're going to start our class today with a simple pranayama with a combined meditation. It's called square box breathing. So go ahead and begin to inhale up for a count of 4. And as you inhale up, imagine a line going up on a piece of paper or maybe an Etch-a-Sketch. And when you get to the top of your inhale, hold here for that same count of 4. That line is going over towards the right side of your page, your Etch-a-Sketch. And then as you're ready, exhale all the way down for a count of 4, seeing that line going down towards the bottom of your paper. And then hold here, count of 4, see that line go over towards the left, closing up off that box. And then inhale up, 2, 3, 4, holding, seeing that line go over to the right, 3, 4, exhale, line goes down, 2, 3, 4, hold here at the bottom, 2, 3, 4, inhale up, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale all the way down, 2, 3, 4, pause, 2, 3, 4, inhale up, 2, 3, 4, pause, 2, 3, 4, exhale all the way down, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, then inhale up, 2 rounds of your own here, going at your own lengths of inhales and exhales. Making sure you pause and hold for the same amount of time that you inhale up for and exhale down for. And for your last round, maybe you inhale up for a count of 5, maybe 6, holding there for that same amount of time. Before you exhale all the way down. Holding at the bottom. And when you're finished with your last round of breathing, inhale, reach your hands all the way up towards the sky. And as you exhale, pull those hands of yours down to your heart space. Keeping your eyes closed here. Take a moment to set an intention for your practice today. Maybe think of a mantra, one word to help you move and flow. Or maybe you just think about whatever brought you here onto your mat. And keep that in mind throughout class. Then go take a big inhale in. Exhale, side out. And then inhale, wrap your hands all the way up towards the sky. And as you exhale, wrap your right arm and left arm around your body. Right arm is on top here. Tuck your chin in towards your chest. Giving yourself a great big old hug. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, slowly unwind. Inhale, hands go all the way up. And as you exhale, give yourself another hug. Left arm's on top this time. Tucking your chin in towards your chest. Good, inhale, and as you exhale, release. And then inhale, sweep your hands up towards the sky. And as you exhale, bend your right elbow here. Take your right hand in to the center of your back. Left elbow can come to rest on your right elbow. Left hand, right elbow. Or maybe your left arm wraps over and around. Coming in to arch your arms here. Gomukhasana arms. And just breathe. So today in class, because we are working towards eagle, we're going to stretch out our shoulders for our eagle arms. And then for our eagle legs, we're going to do a lot of internal and external hip rotation. And we're going to really open up those hips. Take a big breath in as you exhale, slowly release. And then inhale, sweep your arms up. And as you exhale, bend your left hand here. Bring your left hand in the center of your back. Right hand comes to left elbow. Or maybe that right hand goes all the way around through your back. Good. And just breathe. Maybe close your eyes. Now take a big breath in as you exhale. Go ahead, bring your hands down by your sides. Good. And then inhale, hands sweep up. And as you exhale, rock forward, put your hands down on the mat. Tabletop position. Not here for super long, because simply what we're going to do from here is walk our hands and palms with distance forward, tuck your toes, lift our knees up, downward facing dog. And then go ahead, bend one knee and then the other here. Walking out your dog, maybe you sway your hips side to side, your choice. Hugging your belly button up and in. Maybe you shake your head yes and no. Maybe you simply rest. And from here, go ahead, inhale all the way up onto your tippy toes. As you exhale, tiptoe all the way up to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway, lift, lengthen. Exhale, bow. And then inhale, reverse swan dive all over standing, hands coming to touch above your head. As you exhale, pull your hands down to your heart, Tadasana. Inhale, hands go high. Exhale, swan dive, forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway, lift and lengthen. As you exhale, bow forward, plant your hands on the mat, step your right leg long back behind you, right knee goes down. Inhale, hands go high. Low classical lunge here, starting out with some classical sun stalls. Sun salutations. Starting with your left knee, stacking directly above your left ankle here. Maybe you let your left knee go past your left ankle if you want to take your hips a little bit closer towards the mat, stretch them out. Let's take a breath in as you exhale, bow forward, plant your hands on the mat, step back, high plank. Take a breath in as you exhale, lower down, low plank. Inhale up, upward facing dog. As you exhale, push your hips up towards the sky. Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. And then inhale, reach your right leg up. As you exhale, pull your right knee in towards your nose, plant your right foot down on the mat. Left knee follows, low classical lunge here. Inhaling, reach your hands up towards that sky. Twirling your pinkies inwards to face each other as you hug your shoulder blades down your back and away from your ears. Let's take a breath in. As you exhale, fold forward, plant your hands on the mat, tuck your left toes, lift your left knee, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway, lift, lengthen. Exhale, down. Inhale, reverse one dive all up, standing, hands going to touch. As you exhale, pull your hands down to your heart. Inhale, hands reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway, lift, lengthen. As you exhale, bow forward, plant your hands on the mat, step your left leg along back behind you. Left knee's going to come down to the mat. Inhale, hands go up. And hands can stay high, or maybe you take field goals arms here. Taking cactuses, opening up your shoulders. You came down to those cactuses. Inhale, reach your hands up towards the sky as you exhale. Hinge forward, plant your hands on the mat, step back, high plank. Vinyasa through. Meet me in downward facing dog. And then go ahead and inhale, and as you exhale, lift your left leg up towards the sky. Take your breath in as you exhale, pull your left knee in towards your nose, plant your left foot down on the mat. Right knee's gonna follow. Inhale, hands go up. Low, classical lunge. Option to stay here, option to pull your elbows down, field goal arms. Take your breath in as you exhale, reach your hands up. Then plant your hands down, step back high, or right foot forward to the top of your mat, forward fold. Got lost there. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, bow. And then inhale, reverse one dive all the way towards the sky, hands coming to touch. And as you exhale, sink your hips low, hands stay high, Utkatasana. Changing it up here, doing a modified classical sun cell. Let's take a breath in as you exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. As you exhale, fold forward, plant your right leg long back behind you. Right knee's gonna come down to that mat. Inhale, hands reach up. Take your breath in. As you exhale, hinge forward, plant your hands on the mat, step back, high plank. Vinyasa through. Meet me in downward facing dog. And then from here, go ahead, inhale, reach your right leg all the way up towards the sky. Stack your hips here, bend your right knee. Take circles at your right ankle, yawning this hip open as you press your right shoulder down towards the mat. Lifting your right knee higher. Take a breath in as you exhale, straighten out your right leg. Pull your right knee in towards your nose to hover for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, extend your right leg up towards the sky. Take a breath in as you exhale, pull your right knee towards your right elbow. Hovering for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, extend your right leg long. Take a breath in as you exhale, pull your right knee to the outside of your right elbow. Hover here for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, plant your right foot on the outside of your right hand. Bring your left knee down to the mat. Lizard pose here. Staying in a nice proud lizard. Good. Maybe you fall onto the pinky toe edge of your right foot here. Opening up that right knee a little bit if that would serve you. Good. Then take a breath in as you exhale. Plant that right foot down the mat. Tuck your back toes. Lift your back knee. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, step your left foot up to meet your right. Malasana, low yogi squat. So it's not exactly to meet your right. Your feet are about hips width, just or a little bit wider than hips width distance here. Feet are out towards the long edge of your mat. Heels pointing in. Heels are down on the earth. So adjust your stance here as you need to. Hugging your belly button up and in for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, bow forward, plant your hands on the mat. Wiggle, walk your feet in towards midline. Inhale, halfway, lift, lengthen. Exhale, bow. And then inhale, hands go high. Swan dive, or reverse swan dive. Towards the sky as you exhale, sink your hips down towards the earth. Chair pose. Breathing here, hugging your belly button up and in for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, bow. Inhale, halfway, lift, lengthen. Exhale, bow forward, plant your hands on the mat. Step your left leg long back behind you. Left knee goes down. Inhale, hands go high. Taking a full breath in as you exhale, hinge forward, plant your hands on the mat. Step back, high plank. Vinyasa. Meet me in downward facing dog. And then from in here, inhale, lift your left leg up, and as you exhale, stack your hips here. Bend your left knee. Stacking your hips, like I said, pulling your left knee up towards the sky. Press your left armpit and your left shoulder down towards the mat. Circling at your left ankle here. And then inhale, straighten out your left leg as you exhale, pull your left knee in towards your nose. For 3, 2, 1. Exhale, extend it longer towards the sky. Inhale. And as you exhale, pull your left knee towards your left elbow. Hover here. For 3, 2, 1. Exhale, extend your left leg on. Inhale, and as you exhale, pull your left knee to the outside of your left elbow and hover here. For 3, 2, 1. Exhale, step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Take your right knee down to mat. Coming into your proud lizard pose. Again, option here to fall onto the pinky toe edge of your left foot if you want. Take this stretch a little bit deeper. Good. Inhale, and as you exhale, seal that left foot down, tuck your toes, lift your right knee, and then step your right foot to the outside of your mat. Malasana, low yogi squat up at the top of your mat. Maybe you take some sway side to side here. Actively engage your quads, lift your head up towards the sky. For 3, 2, 1. Exhale, plant your hands on the earth, wiggle, walk your feet into towards midline. Inhale, halfway, lift, lengthen. Exhale out. Inhale, reverse one dive all the way up to standing, hands coming to touch. And as you exhale, sink your hips slow, hands stay high, Utkatasana, chair pose. Good, working our glutes a lot here. That's really important in our eagle legs. For 3, 2, 1. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway, lift, lengthen. As you exhale, bow forward, plant your right leg long back behind you. Let your right knee fall down onto the mat. Good. And you can stay here, or maybe you fall out and over onto your left pinky toe edge of your left foot here. Opening up that hip, right hand plants down the mat. You can reach your left hand up towards that sky. Or maybe you take your left hand towards your left knee and open it up a little bit. Adding a little bit of pressure there. It can be a little intense, so just be mindful of that. And we're stretching out our hip for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, bring that left foot back down the mat. Plant your left hand down, tug your right toes. Lift your right knee, step back, high plank. Vinyasa through. Meet me in downward facing dog. Good job, you. And then inhale, reach your right leg up. As you exhale, pull your right knee across to your left elbow and hold here for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, extend your right leg all the way towards the sky. Inhale and exhale, right knee to the outside of your right elbow. Hold here for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, plant that right foot down, bring your left knee down. Lizard pose. Now option to stay here, or option to plant your left hand down, reach your right hand up, coming into a twist. And you can stay here. Maybe you bend your left knee here and take your right hand back towards your left foot. Coming into this deeper twist, and you can always fall onto the pinky toe edge of your right foot here if you desire. Holding here for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, slowly release if you took that deeper twist. Reach your right hand up towards the sky, tuck your back toes, lift your left knee, take a breath, and as you exhale, step back towards your side plank. Left hand down here, reaching your hips up towards the sky. Feet stacking one on top of the other. Maybe this left leg and your left knee comes down onto the mat for extra support. Maybe you slice out your feet on the mat so they're not stacking. Your choice. But wherever you go, press your hips up towards the sky. Press your left hand down on the mat for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift up your right foot. As you exhale, plant it back up at the top of your mat towards the long edge, coming back and towards your lizard pose. Taking an inhale, and as you exhale, windmill your right hand down to the mat. Step your left foot up towards the top of your mat. Malasana, low yogi squat. Hands coming to rest at your heart space here. Press your hands into your kneecaps. Going a little bit deeper. Hugging your belly button up and in. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, bow forward, put your hands on the mat. Wiggle, walk your feet in towards midline, forward fold. Inhale, halfway, lift, lengthen. Exhale, bow. And then inhale, reverse one, eyeball up to standing, hands coming to touch. As you exhale, sink your hips down towards the mat, Utkatasana. Chair pose, not here for super long. For 3, 2, 1. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway, lift, lengthen. As you exhale, bow forward, plant your hands on the mat, step your left leg long back behind you. Left knee's gonna go down to the mat. Low classical lunge, stay here, maybe come out to the pinky toe edge of your right foot. Stretching out that right hip, your left hand plants down on the mat. Maybe right hand reaches up and you take this into a twist. Maybe you take your right hand to the outside of your left knee here. Press it out and down. Breathing. For 3, 2, 1. Pull that back, right knee back into midline. Plant both hands down the mat. Tuck your left knee, your left toes. Lift your back knee. Step back, high plank. Vinyasa through. Meet me in downward facing dog. And then go ahead, inhale, lift your left leg all the way up towards the sky. Taking a breath, and as you exhale, pull your left knee in towards your right elbow and hold here. For 3, 2, 1. Exhale, extend your left leg all the way up towards the sky. Inhale and exhale, left knee to the outside of your left elbow. Hover. For 3, 2, 1. Plant your left foot down on the outside of your left hand. Bring that right knee down towards the earth. Lizard pose and stay here. Maybe you plant your right hand down. Reach your left hand up and around. Bend that left knee here. Your right knee here, excuse me, as you reach for that left foot. Right foot, left hand, right foot. I need more coffee. Whew. Been trying to wean myself off of it, so I'm drinking less coffee every day, and it's hard. So hard. Twisting here for 3, 2, 1. If you twist and come back around, we'll all tuck our right toes, lift our right knee. Take a breath in as you exhale, step back. Side plank here, pressing your hips up towards the sky. Lifting your hips up. Good. Holding. For 5, 4. Again, that bottom knee can come down for support. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, windmill your left hand, or lift up your left leg, excuse me. Take your left foot back up towards the top of your mat. Back towards that lizard. And then take that left hand down. Take a breath in as you exhale. Step your right foot up to the top of your mat. Malasana, low yogi squat. If you want to hang out here for a 4th Malasana, go for it. Love Malasana. If you love it too, you can stay here. Or if you want to fly and crow, you're more than welcome to by planting your hands down on the mat directly underneath your shoulders. Wiggle walking your feet in so your feet and your knees are directly behind your wrists and your triceps. And rock forward so that way your elbows are now resting on, or not your elbows, your knees are now resting on your triceps above your elbows. And you can stay here and begin to rock your weight forward, coming up onto your tippy toes. Maybe you lift up one foot at a time or both feet here as you fly in your crow, gazing out in front of you. Hugging that belly button of yours up and in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now if you're in your Malasana, step back. If you're in a crow pose, take it to Malasana and step back. Or maybe you hop back from your crow, exploding out, and taking an optional Vinyasa. meeting me in your downward facing dog. And then from here, go ahead and inhale. Reach your right leg all the way up towards the sky. Taking your breath in. And then as you exhale, pull your right knee in towards midline. But don't go all the way up towards your nose, because from here, we're going to cross our right ankle over our left shin, or our left leg somewhere. Coming into a figure 4 downward facing dog. Pressing our hips back towards the back of the mat. Good. And then take a breath in. As you exhale, extend your right leg all the way up towards the sky. Inhaling in. And as you exhale, pull your right knee in towards your nose. And from here, we're going to extend our right foot out and over towards the left side of our mat and lower our hips down towards the mat. IT band stretch here. Good. And take a big breath in. As you exhale, lift your hips up. Lift up your right leg all the way up towards the sky. Inhaling in. Exhale, rock forward. 3-legged plank. And you can stay here, or maybe you reach up into your side plank. Good. And with your side plank, your right hand's high, right foot's high, your left foot's planted, your left hand's planted. And you can stay here with your feet stacking. Maybe keep on reaching your right leg all the way up like a star. Or maybe you cross your right leg somewhere on your left leg. So it looks something like this. I'll rotate around so you can see. So you're in that figure 4 leg here in your high plank. Your side plank, excuse me. For 3, 2, 1. And then while I inhale, reach our right leg up. And if you're not in side plank, come here just for a moment and reach your right leg up. And as you're ready, plant your right foot 1/3 away from the top of your mat. So it's about up in line with your left elbow. Right toes pointing out towards the long edge of your mat. We're going to take a breath in. As you exhale, lower your hips down. Inhale, press into your left hand, reach your hips up. Exhale, lower. Just opening up your hips here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift. 3 more. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Last one. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, windmill your right hand down to the mat. Step your right foot back, high plank. Optional Vinyasa. Meet me in downward facing dog. Good. You can inhale through your nose. As you exhale, side out through your mouth. And then go ahead and inhale, lift your left leg up. And as you exhale, pull your left knee in a little bit and come into your figure 4 downward facing dog. Crossing your left ankle over your right shin here. Pressing your hips back towards the back of your mat. And breathe. For 3, 2, 1. Inhale, extend your left leg all the way up towards the sky. And as you exhale, pull your left knee in towards your nose. And then extend your left leg out and over towards the right. IT band stretch here. Lowering your hips down towards the mat. Keeping your back toes tucked. I know this is really intense, so just breathe. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift up your hip, press into your hands. Reach your left leg all the way up towards the sky. Inhaling in as you exhale, rock forward. 3-legged plank. Then plant your right hand down, plant your right foot down, and reach your left hand and left foot up towards the sky. Side plank here. With your right hand down, pressing your hips up towards that sky. And again, you can stay here. You can put that right knee down on the mat. Or if you wish, you can take those figure 4 legs by crossing your left leg somewhere over your right. Breathing and holding here. For 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Let's all lift our left leg up. You know where we're headed. So if you're in your 3-legged plank, go ahead. Come around to your side plank. And we'll all place our left foot 1/3 away from the top of the mat. Bottom line with our right elbow here. Left hand reaches up. Good. And we'll, all 5 of our left toes pointed out towards the long edge of the mat. And we'll take a breath in. Exhale. Lower your hips down. Inhale up. Exhale. Lower. Lift. Lower. 3 more. You got this. Doing whatever you want with your top hand. I never know what to do with it. 2 more. Lower. Lift. Lower down. Lift up and then take a big inhale. And as you exhale, windmill your left hand down to the mat. Step back, high plank. Optional Vinyasa. Meet me in downward facing dog. Good. And then inhale, reach your right leg all the way towards the sky. Taking a breath in as you exhale, pull your right knee in towards your nose. Hold and hover here. For 3, 2, 1. Exhale, extend your right leg up. Take a breath in as you exhale, pull your right knee towards your right elbow. And hold. For 3. See if that right elbow can touch your right knee. 2, 1. Exhale, extend it out long. And then inhale and exhale. Take it over towards your left elbow. So right knee to left elbow for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, extend your left or right leg all the way towards the sky. Inhaling in. Exhale, pull your right knee in towards your nose. Plant your right foot down the mat. Inhale, hands go high. High lunge here. Right hip pulling back. Left hip pulling forward. Good. Now option here to go ahead and get your eagle arms going by wrapping your right arm underneath your left if you wish. Pressing your elbows out towards the front of your mat or pulling them in, doesn't matter to me. Sinking down into your right knee. Breathing here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, shoot your hands up towards the sky, and as you exhale, pull your left knee up towards that sky. Good. From here, cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Lower your hips down towards that mat. Figure 4 chair here. That's why we did that figure 4 down dog, and that figure 4 side plank. So that way, whoops, falling, we can get ready for this figure 4 chair. For 3, 2, 1. Inhale, straighten out your right leg. Pull your left knee towards midline. And from here, let's swing our left leg out and over towards a 90 degree. Coming to what's called hanging tree, or what I like to call hanging tree. And you can stay your hands at your heart. Left hand can come onto your left knee and you can hold here. Or you can extend out your left leg here and reach for the pinky toe edge of your left foot with your left hand. The right arm can reach out towards the right for counterbalance. You can even just grab onto your left big toe. Going for the big toe, hold here. Just take this big stretch with your left hip. Right hand can rest at your heart too if that would serve you. Holding here for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, rebend your right knee, or left knee, excuse me. Pull your left knee into midline. Take a breath in as you exhale. Begin to hinge forward, extending your left leg long back behind you. Plant your hands down the mat, plant your left leg down the mat, and inhale, reach your right leg all the way up towards that sky. Stack your hips, bend your right knee. And stay here taking circles at whatever joint you would need. Or maybe you begin to bend into your left knee, lowering your hips down towards the mat. Flip around with your right foot coming down to the earth behind you, and lift your hips up towards the sky. Coming into your flip dog. Reaching your right hand up towards the sky, and then with time it begins to fall back towards the earth, opening up your chest for 3, 2, 1. If you exhale, or if you flipped around, come back around on the exhale. We'll inhale, straighten our right leg up towards the sky, and as we exhale, let's pull our right knee towards our nose, plant that right foot down the mat, pivot your left foot between 45 degrees and 90, rise up. Warrior 2 here. So check in before we absolutely settle into the pose. Your feet are on the same railroad track, heel to arch alignment. Your right ankle is stacked directly below your right knee. And when you gaze down towards your right big toe, you can see your right big toe because your knee is tracking out over towards the pinky toe edge of your mat. And you're hugging your belly button up and in to tuck your tailbones as your hips open up towards the long edge of your mat. Lots going on there. So maybe you focus on one thing at a time before you settle your gaze out over your right hand. Give me that big warrior 2 bend here. And then inhale, put your palms up towards the sky. As you exhale, reverse it. Reverse radiant warrior. So the weight is possible in your left hand here, and you reach your right hand up towards the sky first before you begin to take it back. Gazing down towards your left foot or up towards the sky, whatever's best for your neck. Settle into the pose, restore, pressing down to both heels. And take a big breath in as you exhale, come out of the pose and hinge all the way down and forward. Right elbow coming to rest on your right thigh. Or maybe your right hand goes all the way down to the inside of your right foot as you come into your extended side angle. And go ahead, take some big guitar hero swings here with your left arm, going up and around a few times before you settle into stillness. Either reaching your left hand up towards the sky, maybe it reaches out and towards the front of your mat here, or maybe it comes down to your left hip and you press it down a few more inches, and then you reach that left hand back up. Your choice. But don't take a half or a full bind here yet. That's coming up next round, because we will be here again. And then go ahead, inhale, and as you exhale, straighten out your right leg and begin to crab crawl your hands into midline. Point your left toes out towards the back top corner of your mat and sink down into your left knee, coming into Skandasana. So if you're facing the long edge of your mat here, your toes of your left foot are facing out towards the left corner of your mat here, the left top corner. And if this left heel is not glued down to the mat, what you want to come into is crab. So in crab, your left foot's still pointing out towards the left top corner of your mat, but your left heel's on the mat, and your right foot is on the mat, and your hands are resting on the earth. You can stay here, or if you can keep that left heel sealed on the mat, that's when all 5 of your right toes point up towards the sky, or rotate up towards the sky, so you're resting on your right heel. Feeling that deep stretch along the entire posterior chain of your right thigh and of your right leg. Hands resting on the mat or at your heart. For 3, 2, 1. Exhale, plant your hands down the mat. Rebend into your right knee, straighten out your left knee, plant your right hand down on the mat, and reach your left hand up towards the sky. Right hand on the inside of your right foot, or extended side angle. And then from here, shift your gaze down. Wiggle walk your hand out in front, your right hand out in front of your right foot as you reach your left hand up towards the sky. Left foot reaches up off the mat here. And we're in our half moon pose. I'm gonna come back so my foot's a little bit more on the mat here. Good. And you can stay here, or you can extend your left leg and left arm out. Left arm comes to the top of your mat. And you can stay here in this big expression, or if you want to take some crunches here, take a breath in as you exhale, draw your left knee and left elbow together, and then inhale, take it out. Exhale, pull in. Inhale out, exhale, pull in. Extend out, pull it in. Take it out, pull it in. Take it out, pull it in. 4 more, out, in. Take it out, pull it in. Take it out, pull it in. Out, in. Last one, pull it out, take it in. And then extend everything out, taking a big breath in as you exhale, windmill your left hand and left foot down towards the mat, forward fold. And then take an inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, bow. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. And as you exhale, bow forward, plant your hands to the mat, step or float back, your choice. Meeting me in downward facing dog. Taking an optional Vanasana along the way. Good. Head up to the left. Inhale, reach your left leg up towards the sky, and as you exhale, pull your left knee in towards your nose and hover here. For 3, 2, 1. Exhale, extend your left leg long. Inhale and exhale, left knee, left elbow. And hold here. For 3, 2, 1. Exhale, extend that left leg long. Inhale and exhale, left knee to your right elbow. Hold here. For 3, 2, 1. Inhale, extend your left leg all the way up towards the sky. Take your breath in as you exhale, pull your left knee towards your nose. Put your left foot down on the mat. And inhale, hands go up. High lunge. And again, you can stay here with your hands high, or if you want to take your eagle arms by wrapping your left arm underneath your right, you are more than welcome to. Like I said, it doesn't matter to me if you press your elbows out or pull your elbows in. Vanasa says pull them in, but the hot yoga lady says push them out. And I remember one time I was in class, and my teacher, Jimmy Barkin, was teaching, and I had my elbows pulled in. And he came up to me, and he was like, no, wrong. Push your elbows out. And I pushed my elbows out, and then he walked away, and I pulled them back in. And he came back over, and he's like, push them out. And then he goes, I can tell you're not from the hot lineage. And I was like, no, I'm not. So go where your arms want to go. And then go ahead, inhale your arms up towards that sky, releasing your eagle arms. And as you exhale, pull your right knee up towards the sky. Good, and then from here, cross your right ankle over your left thigh and lower your hips down towards the mat. Figure 4 chair here. Hands resting at your heart. And Jimmy's a really great guy, guys, in case you were wondering. He's just a stickler for proper alignment. And we're here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, pull your right knee up towards the sky. And as you exhale, let it hang out at 90 degrees, coming into your hanging tree. And again, option to rest here with hands at your heart. Maybe your right hand comes to the inside of your right knee. Maybe you extend out your right leg here, going for that big toe hold or reaching for the big toe edge of your right foot. And you can reach your left arm out for counterbalance, or you can pull your left hand in towards your midline. Whatever is best for your body. And we're holding here for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, pull your right knee back into midline. Take a breath in as you exhale. Begin to hinge forward. Plant your hands on the mat. Plant your right leg along back behind you. Reach your left leg up towards the sky. Stack your hips. Bend your left knee. Open hip, 3-legged dog. And you can stay here, or maybe you lower your hips down towards the mat and you flip your dog, driving your heels down as you lift your hips up. Constantly pushing into your heels here to lift your chest and your hips up a little higher. And we're in our flip dog for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, come back around. We'll extend our left leg up towards the sky, taking a breath in. And as you exhale, pull your left knee in towards your nose, plant that left foot down and up. Pivot your back up between 45 degrees and 90 and open your arms up. Warrior 2. And it's the same exact alignment cues here on the left as I gave on the right. So we're going to check in. Feet are on the same railroad track. Arms are out in a long, straight T. Left knee is stacking directly above your left ankle as your left knee presses out and over towards the pinky toe edge of your mat. Hugging that belly button up and in. Sink your hips down a little bit lower. Taking up as much room on your mat as you wish. And then inhale, flip your palms up towards the sky. As you exhale, reverse back. Reverse radiant warrior. Lifting that left hand up towards the sky before you take it down and back. Gazing back towards that right foot or up towards the sky. Whatever's best for you and your body. Keeping that left knee bent. And we're hanging out here for 3, 2, 1. Take a big breath in as you exhale, hinge all the way forward and down. Left hand coming to rest on the inside of your left foot as you reach your right hand up towards that sky. Gazing up towards your right thumb or down at the earth, whatever one is best for you. And again, go ahead, take those big Guitar Hero swings. Going up and around a few times, that right arm. Before you settle into stillness, actively reaching your right hand up towards the sky, taking it down towards the mat. Gazing down towards the earth or up towards the sky. And let's take a big breath as you exhale, straighten out your left leg. Begin to bend into your right knee, coming into Skandasana towards the back of your mat. Right toes pointing out towards the top right corner of your mat here as you face the long edge of your mat. And just like on the other side, if your right heel is not sealed down the mat, come into crab pose here. Sealing your left foot down onto the earth, pointing your right toes out towards the right corner of your mat, keeping that big bend in your right knee. But if your hips don't rise up, or your heel doesn't rise up, then go ahead and hang out in your variation of Skandasana. Hands resting wherever you wish here. Holding for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, and as you exhale, plant your hands down the mat, re-bend into your left knee, wiggle or walk your hands up towards the top of your mat, plant your left hand down, reach your right hand up. Then shift your gaze down towards the earth, walk your left hand out in front of your left foot as you reach your right leg up off the ground. Hugging your belly button up and in. Good. Hips are stacking here. And once more, just like last time, I'm going to skip back on my mat a little bit so I have a better grip. You can stay here, or you can reach your right hand out towards the top of your mat. You can stay here, or you can begin to take those crunches. So inhale, as you exhale, pull your right knee towards your right elbow. And inhale, extend out. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, take it out. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, out. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, out. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, take it out. Exhale, in. Inhale, out. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, take it out. Pull it in. Take it out. Pull it in. Take it out. 2 more. Pull it in. Take it out. Pull it in. Take it out. Last one. Pull it in. Take it out. And then take a big breath in as you exhale. Windmill your right hand and right foot down to the mat. Forward fold. And then inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, bow. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. As you exhale, bow forward, plant your hands on the mat. Step or float back, your choice. Achalavadasa, meet me in downward facing dog. If you float back, land with bent elbows here. Protect your shoulders, let them be shock absorbers. Good. Now adding on, let's inhale, reach your right leg up towards the sky. And as you exhale, take your right knee to the outside of your right elbow. Hold here. And stay here. Maybe you lower your elbows down to 90 degrees here. Left side body coming to rest on your left elbow. Right side or right knee resting on your right elbow. And you can stay here. Work this, or maybe you lift your left foot up off the mat. Coming into hurdler's pose. Bam. Playing for 3, 2, 1. Plant your left foot down. Reach your right leg all the way towards the sky. Inhaling in. Exhale, pull your right knee in towards your nose. Plant that right foot down the mat. Inhale. Rise up. High lunge. Breathing here. For 3, 2, 1. Inhale, pull your left knee all the way up towards that sky. And then go ahead, wrap your left arm underneath your right here. Going for your eagle arms, double bind, single bind, using a towel or a shirt here as a prop or a strap. And then take a breath in as you exhale, begin to lower your hips down towards the mat. Cross your left thigh up and over your right thigh. And go for your bind here in your eagle. So single bind. Or you can wrap your right toes around the back of your left calf, coming into a double bind. Or if you want to kickstand with your right toes down next to your left foot, you're more than welcome to. Bringing your spine nice and long like you're sitting behind against a wall. Pulling your elbows in or pushing them out. But wherever you go, pull your elbows up in line with your shoulders. And you're trying to dial your knees and elbows in line with each other. And we're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, begin to hinge forward here with your elbows. Unlace more gracefully than I just did with your left leg, and take your left leg long back behind you. Now your hands may still be together, good for you, or maybe you unflung and unfurled like I did, and you have one hand down the ground, because we're coming into our warrior 3, obviously. And from here, what you want to do, it's not really an obvious thing because I didn't say it beforehand, well, we're in warrior 3. And we want to come into warrior three with eagle arms, left hand wrapped under our right here. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, plant your hands on the mat. Plant your left foot long back behind you. Step your right foot back. High plank. Vinyasa through. Meet me in downward facing dog. Good. And then inhale, reach your left leg up. And as you exhale, rock forward, three-legged plank. Plant your right hand down in the middle of the mat. Lift your left hand up towards that sky, side plank. And stay here. Maybe you take that figure 4 variation. Or maybe you take your left leg here and wrap it around your right thigh, coming into eagle legs here in your side plank. Difficult, I know. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, unlace your legs, reach your left hand and left leg high. And then exhale and roll your left hand down to the mat, high plank, and shift your weight up towards the sky. Reach your right leg up too. Three-legged dog. Taking your breath in as you exhale, stack your hips here. Stay here, or maybe you bend your right knee even more, and you reach your hand up into your flip dog. For 3, 2, 1. Exhale, flip around. Reaching your right leg up towards the sky. Taking your breath in as you exhale, pull your right knee in towards your nose. Plant your right foot down on the mat. Pivot that left foot between 45 degrees and 90. Warrior 2. And we're not here for super long. Sinking down into your right knee. Inhale, flip your palms up towards the sky as you exhale, reverse it back. Reverse radiant warrior. And sorry that wasn't the best cueing there when it came to the eagle to the warrior 3. And then the open hip down dog to the flip down dog. Let's take a big breath in as you exhale, come back up, extended side angle. And then hinge forward and down. Take your right hand down on the inside of your right foot. Extended side angle. And then inhale as you exhale, straighten out your right leg. Take your hands down to the middle of your mat. Sink down into your left knee, skandasana. Towards the back of your mat one more time. I kind of got lost in my practice there. And I was like, I don't even know what I was thinking. But I was not thinking about cueing. So I apologize. The left side will be better. Because A, I'll remember to cue. And B, you'll know where we're going. And let's take a breath in as you exhale, plant your hands down the mat. Rebend into your right knee, plant your right hand down the mat, and inhale, reach your left hand up towards that sky. Good. Now you can stay here, or maybe you flip your left palm back behind you. And you stay here, or maybe you take that left palm up and around for your right thigh. So you reach that left hand down towards the mat, and then reach it in towards your right thigh. And you can stay here if you want. Or maybe you take that full bind by lowering your right side body down, snuggling your right shoulder underneath your right knee, and wrapping that right hand back behind you. And you reach for your left hand. But that's totally optional. You don't have to do that. We're resting, breathing for 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Windmill your hands down to frame your right foot. Step forward to the top of your mat. Forward fold. It'll make sense in a second. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. And as you exhale, bow forward, plant your hands to the mat. Step or float back. Make your way through an optional vinyasa. Meet me in downward facing dog. Good. Now time to do all that nonsense on the left. We got it. Inhale, lift your left leg up towards the sky. As you exhale, pull your left knee to the outside of your left elbow and hold here. Or maybe you lower your elbows down to 90 degrees. Right side body resting on your right elbow. Left knee and left thigh resting on your left elbow. And you can stay here. Or maybe you rock forward and reach that right leg up off the mat. Coming into hurler's pose, Ekapada Kundanasana 2. For 3, 2, 1. Exhale, plant your right foot down. Reach your left leg all the way towards the sky, taking a breath in. As you exhale, pull your left knee in towards your nose. Plant that left foot down. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. Good, and then take a big breath in. And as you exhale, pull your right knee up towards that sky. And then wrap your right arm underneath your left. Eagle arms. And then slowly begin to lower your hips down towards the mat. As you cross your right leg up over your left thigh. Good. Now, same exact alignment cues as I gave last time. But 2 things I forgot to mention. 1, the lower your hips go, the easier it is to take it into a deeper bind. It's also easier to take it into a deeper bind, so a single or a double bind if you're kickstanding, is if you cross this right leg super high up on your left thigh, so closer towards your hips than your knee here. Again, pull your elbows up in line with your shoulders. Push them out or pull them in, your choice. Pulling your knees and elbows in line here. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, begin to hinge forward. Gracefully, without flailing if you can, release the lacing of your legs as you reach your right leg back behind you. Now again, you can release your hands down towards the mat here for stability to help you set up the pose before you lift them up and release them. Or maybe you were able to keep them relaced the entire time, or laced up the entire time. And we're here in our warrior 3 with eagle arms for 5. Right hip squaring down. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, bow forward, plant your hands on the mat. Step your right foot long back behind you. Step your left foot back. Optional vinyasa. Meet me in downward facing dog. Good. And then inhale, reach your left leg up. And as you exhale, right leg up. Right leg up. Take your breath in as you exhale. Rock forward, high plank. Plant your left hand down and reach your right leg up. And right hand up towards that sky. Side plank. Right leg's lifting. Stay here. Maybe take the figure 4 chair variation. Or maybe you cross your right leg over your left thigh. Coming into your eagle legs here. Good. And we're holding this variation for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, unlace your legs. Windmill your right hand and right foot down to the mat. And then push your hips up towards the sky, downward facing dog. And then inhale, reach your left hand leg up. Snag your hips, bend your left knee. Stay here or flip your dog. Lowering your hips down, reaching them up towards the sky as you flip your dog. For 3, 2, 1. Exhale, windmill back around if you flipped. Reach your left leg up towards the sky, inhaling in. Exhale, pull that left knee in towards your nose. Plant your left foot down the mat. Pivot that right foot, pull up and open. Warrior 2 here. Gazing out over that front hand as you sink down into that right knee. Good. And we're super close towards inversion time, guys. We're almost there. Just hang on. Class might be a little longer than an hour today, but who knows? Let's see. Let's go ahead and inhale, flip your palms up towards the sky as you exhale, reverse it back. Reverse radiant warrior. It won't be too much longer than an hour if it does go over. Promise. But sometimes I just lose track of time. You know, it just happens. And then inhale, and as you exhale, windmill all the way forward and down. Extended side angle. Left hand coming to rest on the inside of your left foot here as you reach that right hand up towards the sky. Hug that belly button up and in. Right hand comes to your right hip, pushing it an inch closer down towards the mat. And then as you're ready, straighten out your left leg, bend into your right knee, point all 5 of your toes out and over towards the right corner of your mat here as your hands come up to your heart. Good, gazing over towards your left foot here, if you wish. But again, check in with that right foot. Make sure your right foot is down on the mat, heel sealed down. All 5 of your toes pointing out and over towards the top right corner of your mat. And we're here for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, plant your hands down the mat. Rebend into your left knee. Take your left hand into the inside of your left foot. Reach your right hand up towards the sky. Extended side angle. Good, and then go ahead, flip your right palm back behind you. And then take your right palm into your right hip crease. Hanging out here. Or maybe you drip your left shoulder down towards the mat and you interlace your hands. Coming into that full bind. But that's totally optional. You don't have to. I'm going to keep my right hand reaching into my right hip crease. Gazing up towards the sky or down towards the earth. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release your hands down to the mat to the inside of your left foot or to frame your left foot. And we'll take a breath in as you exhale, step your right foot up to meet your left. Forward fold. And then inhale all the way up onto your tippy toes. And as you exhale, wiggle walk your big toes in together to touch. Glue your thighs together and then slowly begin to lower your knees down towards the mat. Coming into a double toe stand here. Hands can rest on the mat or they can come up to your heart space. And we're here for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, take your hands out in front of you, lower your bottom down to the earth. Good. And from here, we're going to take one little bit of core work. I know I'm super sweaty. This has been a good class, guys. One more little bit of core work before we take inversion time. So go ahead, take your arms out in front of you. Take a breath in as you exhale. Slowly lower your back all the way down into the earth. Good. And then go ahead, take your arms here into eagle arms. So wrap your right arm underneath your left. And then lift your feet up off the mat here. And cross your right leg over your left, going for a single bind or a double bind with your feet or a kickstand. And then bring your left foot down towards the mat. Right, your elbows are in line with your nose and your eyes here. And we'll take a breath in as you exhale, crunch your elbows and knees together. And then inhale, take it out. Exhale, take it in. Inhale, take it out. Exhale in. Inhale out. Take it in. Take it out. Crunch it in. Take it out. 5 more. Bring it in. Take it out. Bring it in. Take it out. I got 3 left. Bring it in. Take it out.
bring it in, take it out. Last one, bring it in, take it out. One more for fun. Bring it in, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release everything long on your mat. Take a big good morning stretch. Good. And then plant your feet back down on the mat. Wrap your left arm underneath your right here. Pick up your feet, shins parallel with the mat. Wrap your left foot over your right leg. Your left leg around your right leg. Take your feet down onto the mat. Bring your elbows up in line with your eyes and take a breath in as you exhale, crunching. Inhale out, exhale in. Inhale out, exhale in. Take it out, bring it in. Take it out, bring it in. Take it out, bring it in. You got 5 left. You got this. 4 left. Breathe here, 3 left. You're almost there, 2 left. 1 left after this. Crunch it in, take it out, and then crunch it in, hold. For 5, 4, you got this, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, take everything out. Big good morning stretch. Good. And then from here, make your way into a comfortable seated position. You can roll over onto your belly and push your hips back towards your heels if you want. Or you can plant your feet down, do a Pilates roll up. Your choice. And from here, it's time for inversions. So like I said at the start of class, if you want to work on tripod, let's do it. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm cueing today. But if you would rather work on something more advanced, so classical, forearm stand, handstand, you're more than welcome to. We've warmed up our core. We've done some arm balances, which I feel are a great way to warm up for inversions because they work your arms and they work your core both at the same time. It's a 2-for-1. It's awesome. And so you can do any sort of inversion that you want. And again, in tripod headstand today, we're working towards eagle legs. That's why we did eagle leg crunches and an eagle leg plank and eagle. But again, if you don't want to do eagle legs in your inversion, you don't have to. And if you would rather take this time for yourself to relax and restore down on your mat and take legs up the wall or a shoulder stand or just lay in an early shavasana, you're more than welcome to. In the hot lineage and the barking series that I teach, we do 45 minutes of a standing practice and then we get our first shavasana. We take about a minute or 2 there, then we hit our floor series, and then we take a second shavasana. So if you want to take a shavasana here and now, do it. 10 out of 10 recommended if you don't want to take an inversion. But if you're coming in with me, let's go ahead and do it. So, like I said, I'm going to cue tripod. And if you have like a ponytail or a big bun or anything on top of your head here, I would move it down. Because that crown of your head is what's going to come to rest on your mat and your tripod. And I'm going to come into tripod for my hands and knees because that's where I like to come in for it. Okay? So from here, if you're coming with me to tripod, bring the crown of your head down to the mat. Planting your hands directly underneath your shoulders before your head even comes down to the mat. So hands go down directly underneath your shoulders and then your head comes down to the mat. And your head and your hands here are making a triangle. And hug your elbows in towards midline. Tuck your toes, lift your knees up off the mat. And then walk your feet up so they're closer to your hands. Now you have 2 options to come into tripod. The first one's from A by bringing your elbows onto your knees onto your elbows, and doing that reverse squat towards the sky. Or if you want, you can just lift a leg up and lift up into tripod. If you're not at a wall, then don't kick up. I wouldn't kick up into tripod anyways. But if you want to be at a wall for more stability, move there. I forgot to say that at the start of class, my bad. So before you start messing around with your legs in any inversion, make sure you have your strong base. So in classical and forearm, you're pressing your forearms down to the mat. In tripod, you're hugging your elbows in towards each other. And in handstand, you're just pressing your hands down. And from here, if you're coming to eagle legs, let's go ahead and bend our right knee, so that way our right shin's kind of floating back behind us. And then let's lower our left leg down a little bit, so it's about parallel with the mat. And then let's swing our left leg around our right leg, lacing them together, coming into our eagle legs. Just like that. Hugging your elbows in the entire time. Good. And you can stay here on the left for as long as you want before you unlace. Then you can come down, or if you're ready for the right, go ahead, bend your left leg and your left knee. Pull your right knee down a little bit. And then wrap your right knee around your left leg. And right leg around your left leg. The longer you stay in your tripod, or the longer you stay in your inversion, the more fatigued your shoulders are going to get, okay? So come out of the pose if you want or need to. And to come out of the pose for tripod, you're just going to release one leg down to the mat. And then the other, knees come down. Head lifts away from that. Chin is the last thing to pull from your chest. Whew. So if you're still playing with headstand, not headstand, if you're playing with your eagle legs, play with it. I stayed up for a really long time just to show you both sides. But you don't have to stay up that long. Whenever you come out of the pose, make sure that you take time for a break. And you take time for that blood flow to return to normal.
So take time for child's pose before you go back up and play again. If you want to take a sip of water, you're more than welcome to, but it might feel a little funny once you get back upside down because you are upside down but you just drank something. So it might feel like you might bring all your water back up. So just keep that in mind. And we're gonna play here with eagle legs for about a minute more. And while you're playing, regardless of what inversion you're playing in, I'm gonna offer some tripod tips and some more tripod cues and whatnot. So this is not for tripod, but for all inversions, engage all the way up to your toe tips. When you're, regardless of where you are, if you're doing fun legs or you're just keeping your legs straight up, engage all the way up to your toe tips. That's going to engage your legs all the way in a really, from your waist all the way down to your toes in a very mindful way. And it's going to help you from getting really wobbly and from swaying side to side because your legs aren't engaged. So that's tip number one. If your legs are just straight up in the air in any sort of inversion, glue your thighs together. That also brings an extra sense of awareness into the pose. Another one for any inversion. Keep your belly button hugged up and in. Mindfully engage your core the entire time you're in the pose. Okay. So 2 tripod specific ones. Like I said, hug your elbows in. Hug them in so much that they're basically parallel with one another. Because if they begin to wonk out and fold out towards the sides, you compromise your shoulders and you put your shoulders at risk for injury, which puts you at risk for injury. Second cue is you don't want a whole heck of a ton of weight in your neck and in your head. Most of the weight should be in your hands. So just keep that in mind. So if you feel like there's just an incredible amount of pressure in your neck, come out of the pose, play with classical. I personally started with tripod because I felt more stable in the pose. But a lot of people don't like starting with tripod and they start with classical instead because they don't like all the weight in their neck. So if you're one of those people that don't like the weight in your neck, try classical first, okay? And now from here, let's go ahead and take a few breaths in child's pose to reground down. And if you still want to play, still play. And then take a breath in as you exhale, begin to walk your hands up towards your knees here. Coming to sit on your heels just for a brief second, so that way we can swing our legs out in front of us as your hips come to one side. And go ahead, take a wiggle and a roll here in your knees. Grab some water if you want. I know I don't cue for water in my classes because I'm so focused on what I'm doing in the sequence. So I want some water, so if you want to grab some, grab some. And then from here, what we're going to do is we're going to plant our hands down by our sides, and we're going to take the soles of our feet down on the mat. Moving your water out of the way, so that way it doesn't tip over. And begin to swing your knees or sashay your knees side to side here. Right and left and right they go. And then when you're ready, let your knees relax down over towards the right side of your mat. And you can stay with your hands down by your hips, and you can relax back, or you can walk your hands up towards your hip, closer towards your thighs here, so you have more of a straight up spine. And you can stay here, this is a great hip stretch. Or if you want to take it a little deeper, into more of a twist, what you want to do is you're going to pick up your hands, rotate your body over towards the right and your chest over towards the right. Plant your left hand to the outside of your right knee here and plant your right hand behind you like a kickstand. Good. And you can stay here. Or if you want to bring your left hand up in line with your right hand, you can. So your chest is squared to the back of your mat and you can lower your arms down towards the earth, coming into a twist. And if you're like, oh golly, I have no idea what she's talking about, I will turn around so that way you can see. So from here, what we're going to do is we're going to rotate our spine around. Left hand comes to the outside of our right thigh. Right hand plants back behind us. And we walk our left hand in line with our right hand. And then we lower our chest down towards the mat. For 3, 2, 1. And then as you're ready, slowly unwind here. Windshield wipe your knees side to side. And I'm going to turn all the way back around to face the camera. You don't have to do that. Don't do that. And then when you feel nice and ready, go ahead, let your knees fall down over towards the left. Good. And again, you can stay here. Or if you wish, you can rotate around so your right hand comes to the outside of your left knee this time. Left hand plants behind you like a kickstand. Then you walk your right hand in line with your left and you lower your elbows down onto the earth. Breathing here. For 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, slowly unwind. making your way back up to neutral. And from here, go ahead, wiggle so that way you're back in crisscross applesauce. Rock up onto your hands and knees, tabletop. And from here, we're gonna take a quick pigeon on each side and take Shavasana. So go ahead, tuck your toes, lift your hips up towards the sky. And let's inhale, reach our right leg up. And as you exhale, pull your right knee in towards your right elbow. Bring your right shin parallel with the front of your mat. Lower your body down, pigeon pose. And starting out a nice proud pigeon. Left hip squaring forward here. Making sure you take a prop or a block or a bolster underneath your left hip, if your left hip's like popping up, because you want your left hip squared down towards the mat, like your entire left hip. And as you're ready, maybe you bring your elbows down to the earth. Maybe you lay out. And we're not going to be here for super long for the sake of time, because class already is going to be just a smidge or two, like a minute or two, maybe 3 minutes over an hour. So if you want to hold your pigeon for longer, because you have time to hold your pigeon for longer, then do so. So close your eyes here in your pigeon. Soaking up the sensations, acknowledging the sensations. And then let them float away as you begin to slow down your breath. And you move closer to your final Shavasana. And then go ahead and take a breath in. As you exhale, slowly make your way out of the pose. Like I said, if you want to hang out and pigeon longer, go for it. If you're coming with me, let's meet in down dog. And then inhale, left leg goes high. And as you exhale, pull your left shin or left elbow in towards your left knee. Take your left shin parallel with the top of your mat. Pigeon pose. Staying nice and proud at the start to make sure that your right hip is splayed down towards the mat here and not like wonking up. But square down. You can even take your hands to your hips so you can pull your left hip forward and right hip, or left hip back, right hip forward before you begin to lay out on the earth. And again, you have the opportunity to stay here as long as you wish. And if you take longer on the right, make sure that you take equal time on the left here before you make your way down to your final Shavasana. If you're coming with me to Shavasana, just go ahead, lift up out of your pigeon, extend your left leg back behind you, and lay out on your belly here. Coming into the prone variation of Shavasana. This is a really quick way to ground down, since we didn't take a lot of time at the end of class here to really cool off and slow down our heart rates after playing with inversions. So laying on your belly is the best bet there. But if you would rather lay on your back, feel free to and roll over. If you want to take Supta Baddha Konasana for your final Shavasana, I invite you to take that as well. And if there's any other postures or poses your body needs along the way, please take those. If you're still in pigeon, enjoy it, soak it up. And make sure you take time at the end of class, at the end of your practice, for your final Shavasana. Stay here in this pose, your final pose of rest, for as long as you need to. Letting your thoughts drift away as your breath becomes nice and even and natural. Melting into a puddle here on your mat. But this is where I leave you. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I hope you enjoyed practice. And always, it was an honor to teach. Namaste.